While examples get into detail about specific instances, stats give us a quantitative summary of a population's characteristics. So we're expanding the scope of what we're looking at with stats. They give us something different from what examples give us. Examples give us that detail. Now we get the scope of the situation and the magnitude of the situation with stats. We see stats as averages, percentages, totals, estimates. They're used a lot, but the idea is that all of them are trying to give us a picture of what the larger population looks like. So stats actually provide a very nice complement to examples because examples provide that detail in those specific instances, and then stats give us the bigger picture. So we can start with an example to show a problem in detail and then expand out to show how big of a problem it is with the stats that we use. Or we can use it the other way. We can talk about how big a problem is with stats and then use the example to provide the detail and the true human impact of what we're talking about. What we're trying to do is give this bigger picture with stats, the breadth of the problem or the breadth of the issue. And that's really the strength of what these numbers tell us. One thing to keep in mind, however, is that while stats do give us these concrete numbers about this large population, we need to be able to give meaning to our stats. Sometimes numbers are so big that they really lose their meaning. So if we talk about the number of people who are stricken with an illness over the course of a year, we can end up with this big number, like as the case of breast cancer, 207,090 new cases of breast cancer in the US in 2010 alone. Well, what does that number really mean? What is that number size? And so we could talk about how that is the equivalent to filling several football fields worth of people each year who have breast cancer cases diagnosed. That helps give the scope of it and gives us a little more meaning to attach to these numbers.